That's right, pulling up to my favorite store.
There you go. Got everything taken care of at Academy. Got all the stuff I needed. Just piles and piles and piles of everything you need at Academy Sports every single time. You go to these other retail stores and it never fails that what you're looking for, you have to settle for something else because they're already out of it. Because the other stores only order very limited amounts and they usually only order at the beginning of season. So, you know, right when you actually need it, going in the rut, whatever, you show up and they don't have it in stock. So Academy, I never have that problem, like I said before, but we got everything. We're headed out to Elise. We got about a 45-minute drive here down the Parkway. And just want to talk a little bit about where we're at. I mean, it's November 1st. It is the month that we all chase every year. And unfortunately, I had to work late tonight, so I'm not hunting tonight. What I am doing is headed out here to this new lease that we picked up last week. We did a really good observation sit last week, had really good deer activity, just no shooting lanes. So I'm gonna spend some time this evening, get down here, cut in some shooting lanes, put out some of the attractants and stuff I got from Academy, and hopefully let everything settle back down. And then tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., I'm gonna be right back down here sitting in one of these tree stands. So, because everything tomorrow looks perfect. As you can tell, it's raining right now. It's been raining all day yesterday, most of the day today, pretty heavy rains. And this weather's supposed to be moving out of here with a cooler front moving or coming in behind it overnight. So I'm gonna get in bright and early in the morning, get all set up, and then hopefully we're gonna be on top of some really, really good deer movement tomorrow morning. So I hope you stay tuned because I'm gonna do a camera pull on these, or a card pull on these cameras that I have had out for about a week now. And man, hopefully there's a big old giant on there that I can show you at the end of this episode, so stay tuned. All right, everybody, so we got 2 bags of corn in this freshly cut corn field. But I'll tell you what, with today's machinery, I mean, it doesn't leave a single kernel on a cob. I mean, it takes it all. I mean, back when I was younger and they would cut a cornfield, there would be corn kernels dispersed across the whole field and really hard to get a deer off of the field to a certain particular area to get an archery shot. But putting corn out here, they're used to corn being in this field, so it's not going to be something that is just so far-fetched to wait a minute, where'd this come from? So they're going to naturally come to this corn anyway. Put some of this Big and J on top of it to help attract them to it faster. And then back here you can see I actually cut a V out of that wood line, and you can see straight back there is the tree stand. And so this Big and J and corn pile is sitting on the plus side of 25 yards. Perfect shot. And I'm gonna put a little bit more of the Big and J down the hill here at another shot angle, along with some minerals. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, so got some pretty good shooting lanes in. It's really hard to tell with the freshly fallen leaves, but straight down through there is a massive trail, and it goes right up the other side of that hill to a cedar thicket where a lot of these deer are bedding. A lot of sign over there, but I don't want to walk in there since I'm going to hunt this tomorrow. There's another heavily used trail that wraps around here, comes up from there. Another one back right along there. This is an old mineral site. Hasn't been used in about 2 years, but you can tell the holes there. So it's funny because there's about 5 trails in here and all of them converge right onto where this old mineral site was at when the hole was in the ground. So I got some analogics and Anti-Supplement Gold here to the left of the stand. Sorry for the wind noise, but there's a stand there. Got to get up there and get that umbrella fixed. This is about a 15-yard shot, so just going to give a good comparison on the analogics versus the Big and J. So I'm right on another major trail right here. I put the rest of that other half of that bag of Big and J down here.
can tell you one thing that Big and J's attracting is flies. It's not doing that on the analogic. So we got this here, then this wraps down and around, back down the hill. There's one of our cameras. Hopefully there's a big bruiser on that camera when I do a card pull, not just me recording the camera. So let's get this stuff cleaned up out of here. Got some good shooting lanes. This Big and J pile is about 8 yards from the base of that stand. Like I said, there's some really good sign down in there, but I don't want to walk around down in there knowing I'm going to be back here to hunt in the morning. So, all right, everybody. So the next thing we're going to knock out while we're here is get some concealment around this ladder stand. As you can tell, there's very limited backdrop. It's not the stand placement or not the place that I would have put this stand personally, but it's not my stand, not my property. So I do have permission to hunt that stand. So we're just going to try to make it better. So I picked up some of this leafy blind fabric with a Realtree extra pattern on it. We're just going to zip tie it up there, and don't mind my umbrella that I forgot in here the other night that's gotten all tore up from the wind. We got to get that out too. So I'm going to climb up, get that done. We're also going to go ahead, since we know we're hunting this stand in the morning, we're going to go ahead and hang a ladder or the camera arm up there. So hang in there with us, see how much difference it'll make. All right, so I went ahead and installed our muddy camera arm for tomorrow's hunt, since I know I'm hunting this stand. Of course, we got our Realtree hanging arm here, and I got the camera arm low enough so that if I take that shot right there at that Big and J, hopefully that's where they'll be. That camera arm or camera is not going to be in my way to take the shot when I go to pull my bow back. So unfortunately, I think we have 16 stands total out of 3 different leases. I just don't have the money to have 16 arms in every stand, so we have to keep taking the arms down and carrying and packing them around with us and putting them in. So that's one of the things that I wind up making some noise doing, coming in the morning, trying to get this all hung up, ratcheted up to the tree. So I think by having this already installed tonight is going to help minimize our noise coming in and getting set up in the morning. So let's get this camouflage on this stand. All right. So just like that, for just a few bucks, I got lots more concealment. I'm not fully exposed sitting out there in the tree. I can get away with a little bit more movement, and it didn't break the bank. So thank goodness my umbrella was salvageable, wasn't torn up. So if it still is raining a little bit in the morning, I'll have a little protection from that too. So it's coming together. Let's go check this memory card and see if we've got any shooters that decide to come up this hill. Stay tuned.
All right, everybody, just wrapped up. Matter of fact, I just got home. As you can tell, it's raining. It's supposed to rain the majority of tonight. So I'm hoping that that'll keep those deer bedded up longer and they'll be up on their feet longer tomorrow morning. So got everything done as you just seen. Shooting lanes cut in. Got that stand all camouflaged in, camera arm. We went ahead and got that all installed tonight in anticipation of being in that stand tomorrow morning. Got attractants all put out. So everything's set up, and really excited about tomorrow's hunt. So I was so excited about checking that memory card that as soon as I got back to the truck, man, I opened up that computer and threw that card in there and had very high anticipation that there was going to be a monster buck on that card, and unfortunately there was not even a buck on that card. But what there was is a lot of does. I mean, a lot of doe activity. So where you have does, you're going to have bucks, especially as this pre-rut and rut continue to move into that direction. You're going to start seeing big bucks. So I'm hoping that some of the attractants that I put out, and I'm going to put a little bit of lure out tomorrow morning, that'll get a big bruiser off or up on his feet, and to come in there and check out what's going on. So really excited about tomorrow's hunt. I hope you continue to stay tuned. I hope you took something away from this episode today, maybe something that can help you out in the field. I mean, that's the whole point of why we are doing this series. So like I said, stay tuned for future episodes, and as always, wake up and hunt.